I think one thing about living up in Palm Beach is the lifestyle and the active lifestyle that you'll have, whether it be going for a surf or a walk along the beach in the morning. But you want to come back to your home and have that sort of retreat and that calmness. I'm Hayden Cox. I'm the founder and designer at Hayden Shapes, and we're here at my home, Alaya Palm Beach. So the home's located in the beachside suburb of Palm Beach, which has views from Pittwater to the Barrenjoey headland, then out to Booty National Park on the Central Coast. The initial brief for the home was more designed around our family and the way we live our relaxed beach lifestyle here on the northern beaches. Really wanted to think about how the family would interact in all the different levels and terraces of the steep north-facing site. We had a lot of considerations of where the sun was coming, the views and the viewpoints out to the east, all the way out to the northwest. I've always really enjoyed different materials and starting with materiality first when designing sort of my surfboards. When it came to the home, there was definitely some ideas I wanted to incorporate into the design of the home, and one of those was using offcuts of surfboard manufacturing waste like EPS foam and fiberglass into the concrete fixtures within the home. So whether that be the entryway staircase or the fireplace plinth for the breakfast nook seating, taking that surfboard waste and putting it into the moulded concrete pieces was an interesting sort of exploration of being more sustainable in your thought process when designing things. The feeling we wanted to achieve is something to be of a calm space. We spent about a year designing the home, and the original plan was to keep as much of the original 1950s part of the home. But day one of construction, as all the unknowns start to happen, we realised that all the wood and the framework within that part of the home was completely water rotted and there was no structural integrity to the foundations. So we kind of had to go back to the drawing board and delete all the old part of the home. We kept the original footprint of that 1950s part of the home and we sort of just designed the home around that. So walking up the front stairs, you're invited into the pool and the Augusta zoysia grass kind of lawn there where we throw out the towels, cook a barbecue, enjoy the sun. And we really wanted to open up the home to like a really nice light-filled void where I could display some of my special surfboards that I've built over the years. We have these really high, 3.8 metre high doors that open up and they connect to this concrete staircase which is made from surfboard manufacturing waste and glass fibre reinforced concrete. From the entryway, you have access to the pool retreat, and the idea of this was to be able to sort of entertain and enjoy long days down beside the pool. So you'd have a kitchen with a kitchenette attached to it, you've got a wine bar, and then you've got like a locker room style sort of showering facility where there's rainwater showers and change rooms for your friends to get changed in. Sitting subterranean in between the garage and the pool retreat level, we have a subterranean wellness zone where there's Pilates machines, the bike there, and we've also got infrared sauna and an ice bath. And I think it plays to that sort of relaxed kind of experience that you'll have up here on the beaches where you get out, you get active, and you get to retreat back to your home and enjoy everything within the house and kind of feel really relaxed. As you move up the concrete staircase, you arrive at the main level of the home, which the first experience is the theatre room / library, where it's that multifunctional sort of room that in the peak of the sun where you want to retreat and still have ocean views but enjoy a bit more of that relaxed time. You can sit in there and watch a movie or read a book. And that particular part of the home is kind of like a split level. So 5 stairs up and then you enter into the kitchen and the open plan living lounge dining sort of area. And so there's that sense of being still on ground level when you're sort of moving up the site, but the views and the framing of the kind of experience when you're up in that area is that like feels like you're in the treetops looking out over the ocean. So when we were designing that main heartbeat of the home, which is the living lounge and kitchen, the whole space has been designed to be really nice and open planned with skylights which would let light in through certain times of the day. But the morning time sitting in the breakfast nook, which is something quite special where you open up the windows and the doors and get to enjoy that sort of moment where the kitchen feels open and connected to the outside. So the top level of the home, which contains 3 bedrooms, which has the primary suite, which has an open plan bathroom connected to the bedroom and a walk-in closet. Having the 2 back bedrooms spill out onto the garden and housed beneath that paperbark gum is kind of a special kind of feeling of just enjoy the backspace of the property. I guess one of the ideas of designing this home was to have the walls and the textures of the walls sort of be applied to a pretty neutral palette, which would allow us to bring in and design or, collect different furniture pieces and bring in those pops of colour. One of the external details that we brought into the rendering was to hand shape the corners between the different faces of the house, and that kind of was pretty similar to how I'd shape a surfboard. Although a bit rougher, it has that sort of a little bit more of that sort of hand-touched kind of feel to the exterior of the home. Depending on what time of day it is, I've definitely got different parts of the home that are my favourites, and it probably starts with having a coffee in the master bedroom in the corner which looks out to the east and watching the sunrise, to probably being in the pool throughout the peak of the day in the sun, lying down on the sunbeds. I feel like there's lots of different moments that I'm proud of in the home, but probably the biggest part is just seeing the family enjoy it and to spend long days in the pool and enjoy the sun and finish it off in the backyard, kicking a soccer ball, hanging around the fire pit. It's probably more the experiences that we're starting to have around the home, and seeing all the design pieces coming into, I guess, your daily life.